hypocritical, two-sided. Yardy. Real bad man, no muggle in a shot.
Caribbean girl, me know for tick, me know for top. Yeah.
But you caught me on the counter.
Wasn't it? Sim.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's a look at what's happening on July 31st through to August 2nd in the UK, and it's Reggae Land, highlighting reggae music, taking it from the little island called Jamaica, spreading their wings, and the root is there, but the stems are all over the world. All right, so again, ladies and gentlemen, my special guests, I have multiple guests today. I'll be talking with, of course, Andrew Muhammad. He is better known in the UK as the Investigator. Yes, man. For some reason, I like that name. And we're going to get into it and find out a little bit more as to why they call him the Investigator. Because sometimes we just need something to be investigated, right? All right. Now, Andrew Muhammad, ladies and gentlemen, Investigator is into... I would like to say he's multifaceted. Let me use that word, very much multifaceted. And it's not often we find individuals that are like-minded where they use the gift and reach others. All right, so I do have Andrew with me right now. Andrew, are you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, man.
Yes. Thank you so much, my king.
The pleasure is all mine too, my king. For real.
Fantastic. I was watching you earlier, brother TC, and I must say, I didn't want the show to start. I didn't want you to stop, but I saw you playing the music, the spirituality. It was like you took it to a spiritual level, just listening to you play the music.
Wow, I really appreciate it. I appreciate it so much because what we do here, my producer could turn me down a bit. I'm getting us in the house, in-house. Thank you. Yes, Andrew, what I appreciate about that, it's I've been given the opportunity to simultaneously broadcast in many different states locally on their dials there. And, I use those 2 hours because I'm on here 5 days a week. So I use at least one day I try to reach just about everyone with the show called The Naked Truth. So I know that we just don't want to leave any tile unturned, if you understand what I'm saying. So on a Thursday, we mix it up a bit. We give them a little bit of reggae gospel. We give them a little bit of R&B gospel. We give them a little bit of hip hop. Then we go to the Afro beat, the Amapiano, stuff like that. We try to mix it up because it's wide. The viewership is very wide.
Yes, sir.
But Andrew,
yes,
I tell you this much though. I have been checking out your catalog, and my goodness, the work that you're doing, I think it's phenomenal that, like-minded people like yourself is actually doing identically what we're doing here, trying to reach the masses. Not just wake up the masses, but educate. The masses. Yes. Yeah. And I think that is missing. And based on what we're seeing in the geo arena right now, believe me, we need more investigators like yourself, man.
Thank you so much, my king. Thank you so much. And that's an honor coming from someone like yourself, brother, because I've been looking at some of the work that you've been doing as well, and you're building an empire, brother. I can see it. I can feel it today. Just as I say, for the first half hour, I was just watching the spirit. It's like when you was playing the music, brother. It was like the ancestors were dancing through you, were communicating to us through you. The way your natural enjoyment, and it was so sincere, so beautiful. You took us with you just on a journey when you played that music, and I could feel the spiritual essence. And as I said, the fact that you call your empire, part of your empire, the Naked Truth, and we in the UK were dealing with the hidden truth, you can see that this day, for us to meet like this through our beautiful Queen, Sister Carol Rose, today was ordained.
Let me say this to you though. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know who I'm speaking with Andrew Muhammad. And better known in the UK as the Investigator, and is a leading figure of the Mayor of London's mentoring program and founding director of the Westside Young Leaders Academy. Now that, my friend, trust me, we need more Andrew Muhammad in different parts of the world. How can you, I think you probably stretch yourself thin. Now, tell us a little bit about Andrew. Andrew, you were born and raised in the UK?
Yes, born and raised in the UK,
but your
coming
roots
from a Caribbean heritage.
Your roots, it's tied to, because I'm hearing some of the motherland in you, the language.
Yes.
So you were born in the UK, but your roots is tied to what country?
Strictly Jamaica.
Yeah.
Strictly Jamaica. Yes, my mother is from St. Anne's and my father's from Kingston. So it's Jamaica is the roots. Yes, sir.
I love it. So what happened in your childhood that you said to yourself that, I am going to change the narrative and do things a little bit different here in the UK?
Yes, I mean, as I said, I'm born of Jamaican parents. Going through my childhood, my schoolhood, I was, very linked to my culture, to my heritage, and but I was still someone who was very lost. As I went through, in a very quick nutshell, I failed most of my exams at school, and it wasn't until I was blessed to read a book on Malcolm X and then hearing the words of the Honourable Minister Louis Farrakhan that absolutely just opened my mind, opened what we call our third eye. And then I realized the greatest lie is that we are nothing. We can achieve nothing, and we have very little influence on life. And once I woke up to the power that's within every single one of us, my life changed overnight. And as I said, I established a company called Real Talk, Real Action. We go into schools, colleges, universities, teaching the young people, teaching the teachers, teaching the educators, and then from there we moved on to do work worldwide. We worked in Africa, we worked across Europe, we've worked in America, the Caribbean, and it just took me on a journey of self-discovery. But on that journey, meeting some of the greatest people. I think you got Leo Mohammed on very soon, and my beautiful queen, Lady Ma'at, coming on very, very soon. And I've just been blessed. And recently, we have moved to Africa. We've moved our base to Africa, and we built a resort in West Africa, welcoming the brothers and sisters from the Caribbean, America, and from all over Europe. So we've built our own purpose-built resort for our people to come back, live in luxury, and build a new reality for ourselves. And that's what I think. What I love about you, my beautiful brother, is that I believe that there's many of us who have seen a glimpse of the promised land, and we're here to help produce the promised land for the next generation of our young people, whether it be music, whether it be faith, whether it be economics, whether it be spirituality, whether it be investments. I mean, there's a new dispensation for those who are ready and willing to take it and move on to that new world, and especially for our young people.
That is so true. And one thing I can add to that is that it's not an easy road to tread, especially when you're traveling and spreading the message, carrying this knowledge of yours and
Yes.
this power of waking up people. It's a lot of folks
Yes,
don't know
sir.
how expensive it can be to travel to these places. Now, I heard you said just now that you have you're now an owner of a resort in Africa. there is this
Yes.
narrative
Yes.
that when us as Caribbean people think about Africa, they're thinking about desert, jungle, and all these things. So I'm happy you're doing what you're doing to change, to rewrite those history, change those conversation,
Yes.
and show people a little bit of what is really happening in Africa. Don't be misconstrued about what was spewed out a couple centuries ago. Africa is way different. It's modern, like the West, and a lot of folks don't understand that. So I'm happy that
And
you venture out and invest in the motherland.
can I just add to that, TC, Flex, is that I went to Africa with my beautiful queen only 4 years ago, and one of the reasons why we chose the Gambia, we in the Gambia, which is in West Africa, is because it reminded us of Jamaica. I want everyone to listen to this. It reminded us of the Caribbean, but especially Jamaica. And when you go to the Gambia, it is like living in Jamaica. It is beautiful, it is lush, and you cannot even believe that you're living in the motherland. I mean, their national music is reggae. Their national music is reggae. On every corner, there's a Caribbean takeaway or Caribbean restaurant. They love the Jamaican accent. They love, I mean, if once they hear that you're Jamaican or even from the Caribbean, they fall in love with you. They want to be like you. And we underestimate. I'm saying Jamaica for now, but it's the Caribbean in general. We underestimate that little island of Jamaica, 2 million people, how powerful and how much it's affected the planet Earth. And they as I say, the reason why I moved to Gambia because it reminded me of Jamaica. But it's good to be on the motherland and invest in Africa.
I've heard a couple of years ago, Andrew Mohammed, I've heard that the government in that country has opened some opportunity to Jamaicans who living in Jamaica if they want to migrate to the country. There are incentive there, but a lot of people feel that it's a scam, and a lot of people would want to, but they don't want to because they're a little skeptic and so forth. What was your thought going in, and especially to invest in the country?
Yes, I'll be honest with you, brother. I didn't actually go there to invest initially. I've always known, and I know that you may go on to this with brother Leo Mohammed, Lady My Art. I've always known, TC, that my even though I was born in the UK, I knew it wasn't my home. I knew it wasn't my place where I should be for the rest of my life. I take the benefits of what I've learned from the UK and the privileges that it's given me, but I've always admired the Windrush generation. And the Windrush generation is a generation that came out of the Caribbean into the UK with little investment, with little understanding of the environment they were going into, with little love and support. But yet they built something that has been replicated. By the time they got to the UK, I'm talking about the early Jamaicans in 1948 and our brothers and sisters from Barbados, Trinidad, and everywhere. England was suffering from World War II. It was destroyed by Hitler. And so it came to a country that was absolutely desolate. And by their efforts, they built and rebuilt the UK to what it is today. They rebuilt the whole building infrastructure. They rebuilt the health infrastructure, the hospitals, the doctors, and the healthcare. They literally rebuilt the whole transport system. They built everything that allowed England to become a powerful nation today. Now, in my closing, TC, can you imagine if those same we could produce a generation that will go back to Africa and go back to the Caribbean, bringing that same expertise, bringing that same faith, bringing that same love and care to start us something brand new. I'm telling you, brother, we can produce heaven on earth. We done it in Europe, we could do it in Africa, and we can do it in the Caribbean. We must just have faith and put away the silly divisions between us, and let's build something together of all faiths, of all people. And that is the mindset. That is the mindset in my investment in Africa. I didn't ask no questions. We just absolutely said this is a beginning of a new world, and we wanted to follow that Windrush generation that showed us that our parents, we are of our parents, we are the cream of the planet Earth.
I think it's an inborn thing, Brother Andrew. And the reason why I said it's an inborn thing, because I've seen Caribbean folks migrate to many other countries and establish themselves. And I've seen, there's some arguments, for lack of a better word, that's going around, and some folks that are, say, not legitimate, or use the word, they are illegal, are worried about being deported back to their country. And when I speak with some of those individuals, they're actually saying, what am I going back to? What am I this? And I said, and correct me if I'm wrong, Andrew, I said to them,
yes,
what did you came here with? Just the will. Just the will. And you did it. You know what I mean? So yes, you can go back and build with this, it's just the same thing that you said. You said you took the knowledge that you have gathered from the UK and just bring that with you. And that they can do. What you came here, you do. You came, you saw, you conquer, now go and rebuild. That's it.
Yes, sir. Simple. Simple. My beloved just had a vision, lady. She's a very special sister, but she had a vision. From the time we landed, she just had a vision of what she wanted, what she saw, and we just went to work. To be honest with you, brother, we just went to work, and it's not about the destination, it's also about enjoying the journey to the destination. So we have to enjoy that journey. There's many mistakes that we made, but so what? Life is about learning from your mistakes. And so we just really understood that, you know what? God is already on our side. We are predestined to do this work, and that's why we do this work with a smile on our face, with energy in our body and enthusiasm in our heart. And I say again, my dear brother, it's meeting people like yourself that inspires us even further to understand that we're not alone. We have people all over the earth that we may not know each other physically, but we're working from the same great mind that's in the universe.
True. I've seen here a program called The Hidden Truth. Now, Brother Andrew,
Yes.
my program is called The Naked Truth. How ironic
Naked truth.
is that? I'm just saying. And, you know what I mean?
Fantastic.
It's not often, because I tell you this, I have gotten so much red tapes. There's so much hurdle that I have to be going over just to speak something that is natural, which is the truth. There's so much pushback, Brother Andrew, and I'm saying to myself,
Yes.
Why is it people are fighting the truth about, I am telling my brothers and sisters that yes, we can do this, and if we hold hands together, we'll be more stronger. Why is it that is so offensive to other groups, other people? I'm not sure as to why, and because of that, I'm pushing even harder now. Now you make me want to push harder.
Yes.
So I keep this show going. I keep it going. It doesn't matter where in the world I'm at, as long as there's a internet connection, my brother. I'm logging in and I'm speaking nothing but the naked truth. And whatever it is that you want to do to block me, cancel, whatever, you go ahead and do it, because it won't stop the truth from coming out.
Yes, and that brother, see, the same enemies of truth that try to hold you back, You see, brother, they understand that we are in our condition today because we many of us, we lack the fortitude and the courage to stand on the truth. The Honorable Bob Marley says the truth may offend, but it's not a sin. So sometimes the truth that we may have may offend some people, but guess what? We have to stand by it because the truth is never going to be seen as a sin. And like yourself, brother, when we established the hidden truth, we were our mailing list was taken off. We could not mail out to our followers. We're an online show as well, and they tried to sabotage our links, sabotage people from getting onto the show. I mean, it's a whole range of things we've done, brother. But guess what? You never see me stop smiling because I understand we are the winners, living or dead. We've already won. It's how we're gonna win, and so it's
Yes.
allowed me to just keep going. And now, the Hidden Truth, our online show in the UK, is the largest weekly gathering of conscious people anywhere, online, in not just in the UK but in the whole of Europe. We've smashed all records. We've won many awards, and as I say, and we go to bed at night sleeping good. You know what I'm saying, brother? Because
I
we
love that.
know it's the love. It's the love of the truth, whether it be naked or clothed. It's the love of the truth that inspires us every single day to wake up.
I love that. All right, so Andrew, let me say this. I'm gonna give our viewers a little glimpse, a minute and 35 seconds of your work that you're doing in overseas in Africa, and I'm just gonna give them a look at the resort and what it looks like for those who think that it's just desert and elephants and tigers and giraffes. I'm just going to give them a sneak peek of what's happening. Go ahead, my producer. Talk about breathtaking. I like it. I like it a lot. Hey, listen, that to me looks like a piece of Jamaica. It is
Yes,
the tourist
it's
hub, which is
Jamaica.
St. Ann, Montego Bay, Portland, now
Yes.
Kingston. It feels
Yes.
like I'm looking at something from Jamaica just now, brother Andrew.
Absolutely, brother. And Flex, hear the magic behind it. That was built within 18 months of us landing.
18
18
months?
months. We were open from buying, and nothing was there. We bought the land. The land was jungle, and we cleared it, and we built, and we opened for customers within 18 months. What can we
Wow.
do? And that was just me and my beloved. 18 months.
1.5 year.
From landing, from landing in Gambia for the very first time, knowing no one.
Let me
What
ask you this
we
question.
can build our paradise.
Let me ask you this question, Brother Andrew. For those who are viewing, are watching right now, if they want to also invest in a piece of the motherland like you did, and you and the Queen,
Yes, very
what would
easy.
be the procedure? Would one have to be a citizen there, or one
Not
would have to
at
open a
all.
corporation there?
Not at all, brother. You don't have to be a citizen. You don't need anything whatsoever. You can go there. You meet the right people though, and you could buy that land. Yeah. And guess what? At this present time, Flex, it's literally the land is freehold. It's gonna end soon. It's freehold. So the land is yours. You're not leasing it. You're not borrowing it. You're not renewing it 50 years down the line. It's freehold, so you can pass it on to your future generations. It's in your family forever. It's a part of your will. But that's gonna end soon. It's gonna end soon.
So
Yeah,
the
so
key
I'm
is to
telling you,
get in
brothers, as
early.
soon as we saw it,
So get
you
in
gotta get
early.
in there at the right time. In a year, in a few years' time, they're gonna take that away, and it's gonna follow other African countries whereby when you buy land, you only buy it on lease. But right now,
Oh,
it's on freehold, so it's something that is yours. You will own a piece of Africa forever.
wow. And you don't pay tax on that land.
No, sir. You pay a yearly land tax, and it's not that much at all. Not that much at all.
Okay.
It's heaven waiting for us.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, welcome to The Naked Truth. This segment here is brought to you by Blair's Management Group for all your accounting needs. Call Blair Management. All right. Brother Andrew, I can tell you this. I am so happy that we have this conversation today for our viewers, and for those we can actually clear the hair right now and letting them know that they can take that leap. They can move forward
Yes,
and acquire a piece of the motherland too, just for their safety and their
yes,
peace of mind.
yes. 100%, brother. It's there, and they love the Caribbean. They love our brothers and sisters from Europe. They love our brothers and sisters from America, and they just want to welcome you home. They want to welcome you home.
Wow. So about your seminars that you have done a lot in the continent in Africa.
No, the last few years was about establishing my foundations in Africa. So I've really been focused on, as I said, building the resort. Me and my beloved lady, my aunt, we've been focused on building our resort and having it open. We do a whole range of retreats there, from health retreats to Black History retreats. This coming November, we have a women's only retreat. So it's just for women, so the whole land will be, and the whole course will be for women. So we have different themed retreats to welcome brothers from various fields. Yoga, if people want to come and do yoga, whatever it may be, we have retreats established that. And then at the same time, brother, as I said, we're still doing our work in Europe. We're still running schools in the UK. We are still doing big shows. In fact, you mentioned about Reggae Land, and um, my colleagues, brother Leo Mohammed, who's on air, Lady Ma'at, who's on air. We just had a very, very successful Hidden Science of Reggae event in the UK, which was sold out. Over 800 people turned up, and we broke down the science of reggae. The science. Reggae is more than just a music. There's a science behind reggae music. There's a hidden spirituality behind reggae music. And in fact, Sister Carol Rose done a show on my Hidden Truth show that led us up to that very magnificent event. And I'm telling you, brother, that's what I said. When I saw you dancing and I saw you playing the music, I said, no, this is not coincidence. This is not coincidence. You were manifesting a science that many of us don't understand. It's inside us, it's in our DNA. But we need to sometimes unlock that DNA, study it, and use it in many ways. So, brother, the timing is perfect.
It is. It is. And I'm feeling so blessed right now, based on our conversation that we're having, and I see that there's a whole lot of things that you're doing that I feel I can align myself with. and join
Yes.
you, brother Andrew, on that journey as well. And I think that the future is very bright. I think that the future is very bright. Stronger together. I'm gonna use that word. That line. Stronger
Yes.
together. Yes.
Yes.
And I can
And
see us
and
doing
attitude
great
is
things.
very important. Like for example, one of my slogans that we use in our events is Guan Papa G. You may see it on the sheets the t-shirt here.
I love
Guan
it.
Papa G. And as you know, in Jamaica, when we say Guan, it just means go. Be the best.
Yes.
Guan. You know what I'm
Go
saying?
on.
Papa G is the P PAPAG, which has positive attitude produces awesome greatness. Positive attitude produces awesome greatness. And when we have
Wow.
that Guan Papa G mentality, I'm telling you, Flex, nothing can stop us. No enemies can stop us. We have that positive attitude that produces great energy.
I like it. Go on, Papa G. I love it.
Yes, Guan Papa G.
Nice slogan. Of course. So, you know what? Do you have a website where we could get those merchandise?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Theinvestigator.org.uk. Very simple. Theinvestigator.org.uk. And I'll make sure Sister Carol Rose gets that information to pass on to you.
I will. And I'm happy today. You have complete my day today. Just so you know.
No, you've completed my day.
I, I like it. Now I know that what you've been doing, and it's not just today. You've been doing it. You've been doing it for a while now. They call you the investigator. Why
Yes.
that name, the investigator?
Because you see, brother, that's what you said about the naked truth and what we have, what is called the hidden truth. Um, I love studying, brother. I love going deeper than the surface level of what we call life today. And so when my friends and my colleagues see that I would love to just stay indoors, open books, look at movies, look at films, and understanding that there's a hidden message in everything, it allowed me to go deeper and deeper and deeper and uncover truth that is there in front of us, but it's hidden. And so they coined the phrase that every time he's investigating, and then therefore it gave it the name the investigator. I just love to find things that are just in front of us, but once you just dig a little bit deeper, it's there in front of you. I'll give you a very quick simple example, brother, and that is like we say Hollywood. Yeah, the film industry is based on Hollywood. Everyone knows Hollywood, but they don't understand why was it called Hollywood? Why in Asia they have what's called Bollywood? Why Bollywood? In Nigeria, in Africa, they have Nollywood. When they show the African movies, they call it Nollywood. Why is it that the film industry in England is called Pinewood? Why is wood linked to all films and the industry of filmmaking? You see, these are things that we take for granted, but when no one's ever looked into it. But once you look into it, you realize that wood was a symbol used in ancient times for illusion. Yeah. So, for example, when you see Moses, when Moses was to take on Pharaoh, what did the Most High, what did Yahweh give Moses? He gave him a stick, a rod made out of wood. And what did Moses do when Pharaoh's magicians came in front of him? They threw down their sticks of wood, and they turned into snakes. And Moses, with his rod, he threw his rod down on the floor, which turned into a snake. And Moses' rod devoured the magician's rods of Pharaoh. Yeah, it was an illusion, but it was illusion based on destroying sorry, it's about truth destroying illusion. So therefore, when you look at witches, when you look at a witch, they have a broomstick made of what? Wood. It's
Wood.
an illusion. It's a witch. When you look at magicians, Merlin or any magician, they have a wand made out of wood. It means an illusion. So what they say about Hollywood is literally an industry based on illusion. And that's how they keep the people deaf, dumb, and blind to the reality of what's going on around them.
Wow. Listen, I didn't even, I didn't saw that coming. Brother Andrew, I didn't even saw
Listen,
that coming. Because I'm here, I'm actually here using the word from time to time, oh, Hollywood this, Hollywood that, and didn't even understand the matrix behind it.
all right.
For real. No, you have
Absolutely, brother.
also appeared in a documentary called "Is Black History Important?" Yes.
That's right,
So
brother. It's
if
yes,
it's I always say about Black history. I think Black history is 365 days of the year. It shouldn't be for just one
hundred
month.
percent.
We shouldn't get a month here in the United States. Black history is celebrated in February, and we
Yes,
all know February consists of 28 days. So we
yes.
only celebrate Black history for 28 days. But what we do here at Flexx TV is celebrate it 365 days. It's what we do.
Absolutely,
We keep it going. We keep
absolutely.
creating these clips. We keep creating these narrative and reminding our people because we're seeing them slowly taking it out of school now, Black history,
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
slowly,
yes. It's
the
been
curriculum is
challenged.
slowly being removed from our schools. So we have to have a body where we teach that teaches young people or reminded young people about our history, and that's the only way we can create a generation after we're gone of smart thinkers to
Absolutely,
know the
absolutely,
difference. Now, brother Andrew,
absolutely.
is Black history important?
1000%, brother. As I said, the Honourable Marcus Messiah Garvey, who's the national hero of Jamaica, that affected the whole world in Pan Africanism, he said, a person without the knowledge of self, a person who doesn't know their history, is like a tree with no roots. They die. Now, we know that the tree is a symbol of nature. A tree is very powerful. But what makes the tree powerful is not what you see above the ground, is what you see beneath the ground. It's the roots that make the
Yes.
tree powerful. And likewise, man within himself and woman within herself, if they have no roots that anchor them into themselves and into their nature, yeah, then they are going to be like a dead tree. But once they got their roots grounded, then nothing can make that person be wayward.
True.
Nothing can literally brush that person away. The knowledge of self and is the key to all success. And I can say that personally, brother, because I said before quickly, is that I am a young boy that failed all of their exams. I was not doing anything. I did not believe in myself. I did not have my roots grounded. But once I was introduced to a philosophy of teaching and beautiful ancient history, oh my God, Flex, they could me an exam that I could not smash. I smashed all of the exams. Why? Because the light was now on. I realized that being black was not a curse. Being black means that you're first. Yeah? You are first. Yeah? Black is the
Yes.
origin of everything. It's not a color. Black is all the universe is black. It's everything. It's power. So I understood that now. And that's why I was destined now to say, you know what? Let's get rid of the lies. Let's get rid of the truth. Let's make the truth naked and let's stand up on who we are. So
I
black
love
history
that.
is fundamental for every single one of us.
And that, Andrew, tells me that Black history is important, very important.
Absolutely.
And if they're taking it out of school, we are going to reinforce it in our home.
Yes.
That's what we're going to do. Now,
Absolutely.
I have seen where we've been, fed this feast of religion, and it has been fed to us in a way that is misleading. No, there's nothing
Yes.
wrong with religion. It's how it has
No.
been fed to us. And that's what I'm trying to tell the masses, that we are at a
Yes.
stage now, we have to read and try to understand for ourselves. Because
Absolutely, brother.
sometimes, there's one out there, like I said, a young man going to the police force started out with good intention, but the sheep went amongst a bunch of wolves and become wolf. You know,
Yes.
um, there's certain things that were created, and they were created for good, but other
Yes.
persons use it for bad intent, and it seems like that thing that was created was a bad creation. No, it was not. Just like
Absolutely.
we as human beings, when we were created for good intentions, and we were
Yes.
misled somewhere along the way. Now, how do we find our way back to on that path? It's up to us to come together collectively. It's not we by ourselves, but together, Brother Andrew.
Yes.
And I think that
Yes.
this is why I said what I said earlier, that I see us doing great things in the future. Because I know that me by myself, I'm here. But
Yes.
me, Andrew, Lady Maha, and
Leo Mohammed,
Leo,
all of
we
us.
we're
Yes.
here. We're unstoppable.
Unstoppable.
And that's what
Unstoppable,
we
brother.
need. That's what we need, man.
Yes.
For real.
It's a new day, brother. It's a new day, and I can't wait for when you bring on Leo Mohammed and Lady Art, because, brother, we've got some very very special people, and I've got to take the opportunity, brother Flex, to thank Sister Carol Rose, because she's got a long history, her and her family, but then she's got a long history of building blocks, building people together. She's a very humble sister, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But she's a very strong sister, a very forthright sister. So again, I needed to acknowledge her, because brother, whether you like it or not, I'm falling in love with you, brother. You know what I'm trying to say? You're a brother from another mother, and I feel as if I've known you for many many years now. But it's just blessed, brother. It's
It's
blessed.
funny. I can't sit here and talk to you for hours because it is so comfortable sitting here. Talking with
Yes,
you, and you expressing the way you were brought up, and it's so similar. Even though we're in two different geographic area, it's so similar to how I was brought up. We come from
yes,
our lineage, come from one destination. And as you said
yes,
about the root, it's spring off into many different directions, but we're still from
yes.
that same tree. And that's what I love about
Beautiful.
our conversation, man. I can relate.
Absolutely, King.
I can relate. I'm looking forward to coming to the UK very shortly, and I'm looking forward to, if you're in the UK, I'm looking very forward to have a sit down with you, man.
100, brother. We have to go out for dinner
Have
and
to.
sit down. Have to sit down, and because I can see there's going to be synergy down the line with Naked Truth and the Hidden Truth, because likewise, I've had the pleasure of coming onto your show today. You've got to return the favor, brother, and come onto
I
my
will.
show. Come
I
onto
will.
my show, the Hidden Truth, and I'd love for you to break down the empire that you're building, and
Yes.
how it fits in with our vision as well.
You know what? I actually saw some of your t-shirts, and I'm liking what you're putting out there. So I think it's very powerful what you're doing with the shirts and the wording. And I think that even when you walk away and people see it, it leaves something with them without even speaking.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
Yes,
I
sir.
like this one. Never, ever, ever, ever give up.
Give up.
I
Yes, sir.
love that.
That's the foundation of life, brother. Sometimes and it's a problem, in truth, um, that we have amongst our people. We have a great idea, we have a great, enthusiasm to start something, but many of us give up before the success that is due to come. Many of us don't know how close we are, to touching that success that we've been thinking about and having that vision. And we think about the obstacles in front of that vision, and then we turn back. But what we always got to do, Brother Flex, and I've learnt this in my life, is to stay focused and keep your eye on the prize, not on the obstacle. Keep your eye on the prize and just keep that pushing. Have that determination, have the courage, and here's the key word: resilience. Resilience is a
Resilience.
word that means the ability to bounce back, because things may happen to us, but if you've got that quality called resilience, you can bounce back and keep it moving.
I love that. Brother Andrew, time has caught up on us, but nevertheless, time won't stop us. What I'm
Bless.
going to try to do is to reschedule to have you back next week with, of course, Lady Maha and Brother Leo Muhammad
Yes,
next
sir.
week. Because I know that, when our assistant get in touch with you guys at time, I know it's like probably 5 hours ahead, so you guys are probably like, what, 10, 11 o'clock now, right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Right.
sir. 11 o'clock. Yes,
Because
sir.
I really would want to get the message out. And I love what you did for us today. You have broken down some walls today, which is good. And I'm quite sure when Brother Leo and Lady Maha come on next week, hopefully I can get them for next week. I'm going to try, to reach out to them very
Yes.
early
They have
and
to
get
be
them
on.
next week. Right, where we
Yes,
can
sir.
break down some more walls with the hidden
Yes,
truth
sir.
along with the naked truth.
Thank you so much, King. And please, as I go now, I would say for all of those that are listening to our brother Flex, please tune in every day, everywhere you see this brother. He's a very special brother, and you're in very safe hands with this brother. So support Flex. Let him know the great works that he's doing, and he will make sure he look after all of us. Thank you so much, my King.
One and washes the other. I love that. I love that. And I'm a log into your show
Bless.
too. I'm a log on to your show.
Yes, sir.
I'm a drive my peoples them to the show. I want to send maximum respect to James Bird. Maxine says beautiful interview. Of course, scroll down, scroll down. Thank you for the Claudette says thank you for the update information as to what we were speaking about earlier in regards to Africa and what you can do to get in there and what you needed.
Yes.
Thank you for breaking that down for
Yes.
them too as well. Seal says, wow, great info. What I mean? Maxine says, big up to the UK. And, what I mean? They're waving two flags, the Jamaica flags, and so forth. So the chat goes up because we're actually live on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook as well. So it's coming from many different places. Clippers, thank you. Maxine, thank you. Seal, thank you. Mama B, thank you. User 2934, thank you. James Bird, thank you. Seal, thank I could go on and call names, but I want to say thank you so very much. Most importantly, thanks to my very,
Thank
very,
you.
very special guest, Brother Andrew Muhammad. Thank you very much, my brother. And keep doing what
Bow
you're
to you,
doing.
brother.
Ladies and
And
gentlemen,
same to you,
check
my
this out
King.
before we leave. Don't forget, Hot Topics coming up next at 6. But I want you to look at this real quick before we leave. Andrew, thank you. Much love. Much
Thank
love. I
you.
love you, bro.
One love. Love you too, King.
Check this out, ladies and gentlemen.
crowd roar.